Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Eric Forner, the CEO of Passive Income Blueprints. And today on episode number 4, we have a special guest with us, an absolute crushing it superstar within the community. She had some trials and tribulations early on in her entrepreneurial career, but needless to say, she's pulled out of the muck. She found an opportunity and found her way within the online space. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you guys our rising star, absolutely crushing it, Stephanie. Stephanie, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing absolutely amazing. I'm so glad you're able to meet with us today because I know, with the busy schedule that you have and all that stuff, it's crunch time, right? And so it's great that you on the show today. And I think your story alone is going to be so inspirational for everybody out there. And I just want to let everybody know we're all about telling our stories, right? Where we were at, where we're at now, where we're going to be. And it could be the trials and tribulations we went through in our lives, through certain situations or experiences, right? To motivate and influence other people. So at no time we're ever talking crap about anybody. We're not going to bring up any names in any show whatsoever, but just experiences, right? What we've been through and the opportunities we found now. So without further ado, Stephanie, go ahead and introduce yourself to the community. We are live right now in Facebook, all 3 Facebook groups, 3 Facebook groups, Bar McGowan's, and also live on YouTube. So if you guys are catching this live, hashtag live and hashtag replay. All right, guys. So we have comments coming in. We have all kinds of love coming in. But Stephanie, go ahead and introduce yourself and kind of just give us a rundown on who you are.
Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Stephanie. I am 27 years old. I'm from Montreal, Canada. I'm a full-time special needs educator and I'm also a digital marketer. So I thought about, oh no, I don't know if I can hear you. Can you say something, Eric?
Yeah, I can hear you still. It's going in and out a little bit, but
I think it's
you'll
just
be
me
fine.
here. I
You'll
can't
be fine.
Okay, now I hear you. Okay, so pretty much my story is that I've been thinking about starting something online for years. I didn't know where to go, what to do. I just knew that I wanted a better life for myself. I watched my dad work his tail off since I was a little girl, missing out on family events and just like putting himself through so much just to make sure that my brother and I had such an amazing life. And so like what he instilled in me is that you need to work your tail off in order to be successful, in order to have a great life, in order to make things happen. So ever since I was the age of like 16 years old, I've always had 2 jobs, working full time and being a student full time. I never had any time for myself. This was until like I started my career, which was like 3-4 years ago, that I was doing this nonstop. And I was thinking to myself, like, this is not a life. This is not what I want to do. I don't want to have to work till I'm 60. I don't want to have to, like, I hear my dad all the time. He's like, I can't wait till I get to retire because then I could get to enjoy my life. And I'm like, that's not what I want. That's not what I want for my kids, not what I want for myself, my family. So I decided I need to make a change. I didn't know what to do. So I went to TikTok. And I was like, through the pandemic, I learned to love social media a lot. And I obviously was a consumer. I would sit there for hours and go through TikToks and just like get in all this information that I could until I jumped on a girl. Like I found her profile. She was a mom of 2, an accountant, and she was also like killing it with her business. And I'm like, okay, this can't be real. I need to know what's happening. Right. So I messaged her and she gave me more information. She's like, I took this course and this is how I got my career started. So I'm like, okay, like send me the info so that I can get started as well. So that's what I did. I took the 15-day challenge. And then on day 4 or 5, I don't remember when it was, I got hit with the upsell. And for me,
so let's stop right there real quick.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is you're a teacher. You started your career as a teacher about 3 years ago. Yes. And you knew there was opportunity online. You just didn't know how to go get it, right? You knew it was out there. And so you're scrolling on social media because of the pandemic. It kind of led teachers. I know there's a lot of teachers out there in the community, hashtag teachers, if there's a lot of teachers out there right now, but love to the teachers because they had the like basically start bringing all of their teaching and education and all of the stuff to you online. So now you're inspired to jump online. You've seen some opportunity there, right? And
Yes.
so you said that you're inspired by your dad initially, right? Because he's the hardworking type that, you know, you need to go out there and just go get it, right? And that definitely shows in your persona, like how you carry yourself, right? You're a go-getter. You're willing to help people. So you've seen this opportunity that was lying in front of you like a carrot. You're working your 9 to 5 at the same time, and you run into an individual on TikTok, right? And now in their marketing, they're basically telling you you're going to transform your life by taking this opportunity, right? So now what kind of like feelings were you feeling up to that point? Like, you know, you have this opportunity in front of you, you're a hard worker. Now you have this diamond in the rough sitting in front of you. You took advantage of the 15-day or whatever, this training. And so you're on day 4. Now let's catch up to speed on that.
Yes. So until I reached that, I was so excited. I'm like, wow, like she can make it work. I can make it work. Like there's no reason for this not to work. So I was excited. I was like, oh my God, $7. I don't have to invest in much. And at this point, I knew nothing about affiliate marketing. I knew nothing about the online space. So for me, this was like opening up a candy I've never eaten for the first time and like, wow. But once I got hit with the upsell, I was a little confused. I was like, why do I need to spend more money if the girl only told me that it was this amount? Like if it was only $7, I'm like, okay, whatever. I felt really pressured at this point. There was a timer, and I even spoke with my advisor, and he was like, Steph, like it's the only way you're going to be successful. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, like there's no reason why I shouldn't do this. And I also want to fast track my education. I want to get to that point of financial and time freedom as fast as possible. That's the only thing I was thinking of at that point. I felt a lot of pressure. I didn't understand. I was naive. But you know what? This is a part of the journey, and this is how it went for me. So I'm fine with how it is now. But I felt that pressure. So what did I do? I invested. And I mean, it brought me to where I am today. However, it didn't give me everything that I needed to go forth and actually make this a long-term business.
Gotcha. So we're gonna stop right there real quick. So when you invested into, you know, this upsell or whatever, because you know most programs have them and they're all beneficial. You know, even the one that you bought into is beneficial, but I think it's directed towards different types of learning, right? In a sense. So you're an educator, right? Yeah. So would you put your students in front of a lesson without having a facilitator?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And what, like,
right. And so, right. And so, like, so when you purchase the blueprints, right, or when you've done the upsell, sorry, I don't mean to take that out of there, but when you done that, what were you lacking at that time? Like, what, you know, where was like the pressure, or where did you feel like the fort, like, you know, the I don't know, the how to say it, like you felt pressured into getting them because that's how you're gonna have your success. But you know, the type of learning that we are like hands-on learners. When did you start experiencing like this is not going to be working, or like what was that? What took you into that next step of like, I guess, go ahead.
Well, essentially, I've been looking over the blueprints 40, 50 times, and I was implementing everything that I was learning. I was literally taking everything that I had given, and I was trying to put it out into my content and into my business. And I essentially wasn't seeing the needle move. Like I wasn't seeing commissions. I wasn't seeing leads. I wasn't seeing my content get better. I was confused. I didn't have support. I didn't know who to turn to. I was facing all these roadblocks all at once. And it was kind of like, give up or find a solution. And I'm like, since I've already invested so much money, like I'm not going to give up. I wanted to, don't get me wrong. Like I was so fed up. I didn't know what to do. So I was like, find a solution. I need to find a solution. And that's how I found Passive Income Blueprints.
Right.
And the reason, you know.
So what were you doing on a day-to-day basis then, like as far as your content? Were you doing what they tell you to do? And what were you taught to do before opposed to what you're doing now? So what was your strategy before? Because I know you've only been with this for 90 days today. 89 days you started promoting Passive Income Blueprints, and you're already at 19,000 in revenue. Okay, so what were you doing then like as far as your day-to-day content, and then how you were being taught? Like, what were you told to do? Like, just kind of like give us an idea why you weren't making any sales.
Well, I was essentially just told to look at high paying affiliates in my niche, look at their content and kind of replicate it. So that's exactly what I did. I had no strategy. I was literally just going on my TikTok account, which I was currently like just focusing on, posting whenever I wanted. Wasn't looking at times. Wasn't looking at like the value that I was giving. Wasn't making it really educational. Was just taking from other people, essentially, and just dishing it out. And the thing is, I only had a TikTok. I didn't have an Instagram. I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't have Pinterest. I had nothing. So I was just leveraging one social media platform, and I didn't even know what the heck I was doing. I didn't have a schedule. I didn't know I had to DM people. I didn't know I had to hop on calls with people. I was strictly just posting content on TikTok.
Okay.
And the content that I was posting had no meaning behind it, and there was no strategies to what I was posting. It was just aimlessly posting to post.
Okay.
So then that's when I joined Passive Income Blueprints, and I was like, wow, I've been missing out on so much information that I didn't know I needed.
But right. So I remember you came into Passive Income Blueprints, and we don't care what you promote. It doesn't matter. You can promote whatever company you want. It's all a duplicatable process. So you came to Passive Income Blueprints, I remember, and you still wanted to promote the other company, which is totally cool. You invested, your heart was there. Like you wanted to see traction. So the whole time you were with the other company, after investing, you made nothing. From the time you invested and it came with Passive Income Blueprints, I guess you could say, and started working with the six-figure coaches, and you're still promoting Legendary. How long until you got your first commission?
When I was still promoting Legendary?
Yeah, I thought you were still promoting them, and then you had received a commission from them shortly after.
Oh, it was 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, basically, yeah. Hours. Okay. So within 24 hours after meeting with our coaches here, right, you still were promoting another company, which is okay because we invite them all, right? It's all duplicatable, but you found a strategy. Now, from that one time with that one mastermind you met with us, how did your content change? What did you do differently? This is going for anybody that's struggling right now with another company that's taught to do the copy and paste, fake it till you make it, right? It's not that it's bad. I think it just tainted the market. Okay. People need to speak with people. So what did you change differently within that 24-hour time period to get that sale?
Well, first, I think I spoke to my first person that day, and it was quite a while ago. So I started to DM people, even though I didn't really know what I was doing yet.
So what do you mean by DM? So for the audience that doesn't know, what is exactly is DM?
So I would direct message somebody on TikTok. I would introduce.
So if they're asking for info, you're actually going to provide them with some answers. Okay. All right. So you started DMing people.
Yes, I started DMing me whoever liked my videos, whoever commented, and whoever followed me. So that was a huge thing. I started to put myself into the direct messaging where I can really be compatible with people and just talk to people. And also I changed my content.
Okay.
My content went from being more educational, being more inspirational, talking about what my story was, because I didn't think that my story mattered to anybody. I thought it was just a piece of what my journey was, and I didn't need to share with anybody. So that's something that transferred into my content. I just felt more comfortable and understanding of what I needed to put out there in order to get my business up and running, essentially.
Okay. All right. So it went from basically just sending people to your link in your bio, hoping for a hope and dream that they actually, proceed forward and actually invest. But the thing of it is, like, I myself, I felt like I was sending people to, a link and they were purchasing, but I wasn't providing the help. So I felt like a counterfeit. So within 24 hours of, joining, I guess, a coaching program, a mentorship program, you found success. Now, since then, like, what is your day to day? Because I don't want to sit here and bash any company at all. It's just about our story, right? And like, what we experienced. But the thing of it is, your story, out of the 150 people I meet monthly or did, about, I'd say 125 of them have the exact same story. Exactly. It's sad, right? Yeah. And so with that being said, tables have turned. You have now found a little bit more success. You're actually crushing it. You are doing different things. So let's hear about your day-to-day. Let's drop some value here. You wake up in the morning and you have a full-time job. Now let's drop some value bombs here. Let's walk us through your content strategy and kind of posting in your business in a sense.
For sure. So essentially I have a 9-to-5 job. My job is crazy. I just to say for those of you who are teachers or just understand like a really demanding job, I don't have time to look at my phone between the hours of like 7:30 in the morning to like 4. So I wake up in the morning, and before I get ready for work, I market research. And this is so important because this keeps you up to date with whatever's going on in your niche. So market research is taking out your phone, scrolling through content, making sure that your content is branded to you, making sure that you're finding educational information to post. So I'm always writing things on my notes for 45 minutes before. So like when I'm eating my breakfast, market research. I sit there and I just focus for that 45 minutes. I don't answer anybody. I just dive into my TikTok or wherever it is that I find my content.
Okay.
So then throughout the day, I make sure that I always answer DMs in the morning as well. So from the previous night or from a couple of days ago, I'll answer my messages. I will try to answer as much as possible. And if I don't get the chance to after I'm done my market research, I do it during my lunchtime. My lunchtime is when I post a lot of my content or answer messages or whatever it is that's going on for that day. So it's market research, posting a video, answering DMs throughout lunch, coming back home after I'm done my 9 to 5 and just grinding hard, watching videos, investing more, finding strategies that work for us. Like previously, we just had a 2-week challenge, and I thought this was a great opportunity for me to just really dive into different strategies on TikTok by like posting just talking videos, posting trending and talking videos, posting them at different times just to see what would work.
Gotcha.
Because not everything works for everybody. So I figured out what works best for my content, which was most of the talking videos and a little bit of the trending, even though sometimes like TikTok algorithm changes, but that's pretty much my schedule. I wake up in the morning, market research, I post my first TikTok, and I answer DMs throughout the day. And I also have goals for myself that I set weekly on Monday. So the goal could be as simple as make sure I DM 10 people a day. Check. That's something I make sure I do every single day. Sorry, say that again. I think you cut off.
Oh no, there's some technical difficulties. Real quick, it's fine.
Oh
You're
no.
back.
Okay.
You're back.
So yeah, I always set myself weekly goals, daily goals to make sure that I'm actually moving the needle in my business instead of just aimlessly posting and just like not having an idea of where I want to go with my business. So it depends sometimes, like for example, I'm on vacation right now and I'm trying not like to be too consumed into my business, but I obviously love it so much that it's a part of who I am now. But regardless of what happens, like I always keep myself accountable and I post minimum 3 times a day. And now I'm trying to go live every 2 days, which is
Love it.
Scary.
Love it.
Love it.
So it sounds like your content has gotten easier to produce, right? And so, for a lot of the people out there, a lot of individuals that are starting into this market, they don't have content ideas, right? And that's because they're trying to copy somebody else. They're not trying to be themselves. So for any new person out there that's, just trying to figure out their content, you talk a lot in your videos, right? You tell your story, You talk, you connect with your audience. So for a new person, what little bit of advice would you give them to, maybe come up with an easier way to come up with content?
Well, first of all, it's so much easier to be yourself. So why not start with that? Talk about who you are, where you came from, why you started, what your story is, and why it brought you to where you are right now. You may think that people don't care about that, but people resonate with that the most. So put that into your content. Talk about your weekly goals, what you learned today, how you plan or what your goals are, what you plan to have in a couple months, in a week. Just talk about your journey.
Gotcha.
And it sounds so cliche, but I'm telling you guys, like once you show who you are on social media, you get such a positive response. They want to consume your content. So talk about your why, talk about who you are, talk about your goals, talk about things that are going to get you to where you are in however many months. Because of course, when you're starting, you're not super educated and you don't know a lot yet. So just share your experience. And as you go, you're going to learn more, you're going to educate more, give tips and tricks where you can. If you made a mistake, tell them that you made a mistake, because I'm sure that they made the same mistake too, like take everything you can and make it into content. We overthink content way too much. And honestly, like I myself was in the same boat. I was like, oh, I can't think of something, but everything is content.
It is. Especially your story, and you're trying to build to 1,000 followers. The last thing you want to tell your audience is to click on your link or because especially, your audience doesn't know you, but by doing what you're telling, the viewers to do or suggesting is to be yourself, tell your story, right? People
Exactly.
relate with people and people buy from people. So when you become personable or with
So
that
true.
person, that's it, you can pretty much sell everything, right?
So true.
Um, yeah, so 100%. So basically, to the new people out there wanting to try to build your accounts or anything like that, or thinking about working online, just be yourself. Don't force the content. If you have an idea or a thought, it could be controversial, it could be inspirational. It doesn't matter if it's on your mind. It's somebody else is feeling the same way as well. That's awesome. So, so now we're on vacation, right? You are where are you at in vacation right now?
I'm in Florida. I'm in Fort Lauderdale right now.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Fort Lauderdale. So it's definitely warmer from where we come from, right? Canada. And I'm in Montana, right?
Yes.
We had a cold front at 37 below the other day, and it's just nuts. So now you're enjoying the life. Your business is with you, right?
Yeah.
You're taking your business with you. And I see a lot of creators say they don't want to like record outside their house or outside their studio. But when your business becomes your life and it becomes so natural, it's so easy to make content and actually run your business, because your business is who you are. Like Josh said the other day on Tuesday, you become your business and it becomes natural, and it's so much easier, right?
Very true.
So do you find yourself through the day struggling? You said not on content, but what about on time? How do you manage your time in this business working a 9 to 5?
That is something that I struggle with depending on the month. So, like, for example, when I have more time on my hands, such as now, I don't really struggle with time management because I choose when I want to post or I choose when I want to make content. But I struggle when it's like a really important month during work for like report card season. However, I have to always set aside time for my business. So every 2 hours, so between usually the hours of 6 and 8, I always work on my business. And also, like, I do sacrifice a lot of things. Like, I know it sounds daunting to some people, but like when you sacrifice your time of not reading a book or not going out for dinner or not watching Netflix, like it will make your business grow in ways that you didn't know was possible. And so you need to find the time in the day where you can implement working on your business. And so you need to honestly devote a couple of hours, 3 hours a minimum a day to work on your business. So that's what I do. I devote the hours between 6 and 8. And you know what? Because I am a little bit obsessed with it, I kind of devote almost all my time to it. But I also make sure that I have a life. Like I have a partner and I go out and I see my friends and I enjoy going to the gym. Like those are ways for me to escape from my business for that time, even though I
Gotcha.
do love making content wherever I am.
So you have a strategy. You personally have a strategy to do this business in 2 to 3 hours a day, and then also take that leisure time when you want to take it, right? So that strategy that you've implemented in the last 90 days, you've already accumulated quite a bit of money in revenue, 21K or whatever it is. I think it might be more. I don't know. But either way, you're absolutely crushing it in life now. So what handles, like what social media platforms do you primarily focus on? Like what is your go-to? And then like what is your process in that as well?
Well, okay, I have a couple of handles. However, I do focus more on TikTok. So that's where I guess I could say like I originated from was TikTok. So yeah, Textbook Marketer is my TikTok. What I do is I create my content and I post it onto TikTok. That is my social media platform of choice because I do love it, and I found that like I've not mastered it, definitely not because the algorithm's always changing, but I feel most comfortable on it. So
Okay.
what I take with that content, I post it on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook Reels.
Okay.
So I take off the watermark and I just repost it, and honestly, it's great because I don't have to make multiple videos for different platforms. I just take the one
Right.
from TikTok and redistribute it. And also my Facebook group. That is the best thing that has ever happened to me. And it's crazy to say because I was like, I don't need a Facebook group. Facebook groups are stupid. But no, I was very wrong. Facebook groups are everything, especially when you're trying to explain to somebody how incredible this business is and they're not essentially ready. They just are in the learning process and want to have more of an idea of what it is and what it's going to take to actually start this business. Send them to your Facebook group, nurture the
Gotcha.
hell out of them, and then your business will keep growing. So yeah, those are the platforms that I currently use.
I'm trying to find your Facebook group. You sent me the link yesterday. I'm trying to pull it up here.
Not a problem.
Yeah. So basically, you're looking at TikTok or Instagram, or say TikTok, as like basically you're a miner and you mine coal, and
Exactly.
not everybody on TikTok's looking for an opportunity to better their life, right, or make more money. So you're basically using your content, relating with your audience, right, by being yourself, gathering all the diamonds out of the coal of TikTok,
Yeah.
and then you're nurturing them leads through some free content in your Facebook group by providing more value, right? So
Exactly.
they may not purchase today, or they may not, take action today, but you're putting them in a blender. From what I'm understanding, you're
Yes.
taking them and you're nurturing them inside your Facebook group. So now, if they don't purchase today, you may inspire them by watering that seed. It's
Mhm.
going to sprout a beautiful flower, right? And then
Exactly.
eventually you'll be able to help that person change their life. So I
Yes.
love that process. I'm looking for your uh, your Facebook group here. Did you ever end up changing that link on the end of it, the numbers?
I did not. No.
Okay, it's okay. Actually, I'm sure. So, who's your Facebook? What is your Facebook called? If we can search it up.
Stephanie Sacchetti. It's
Okay,
literally
Stephanie
just my
Sacchetti.
name. Yeah.
If you guys look up Stephanie Sacchetti, I don't see your name on the bottom here, but let me go ahead and post it for you guys. I'm gonna make another banner because I want you guys to check out her Facebook group as well, guys. Because this what she's learning and what she's telling you and what she's talking about. They don't teach us everywhere. They don't. There's a very select few, I guess, mentors that actually teach this process. And so, yeah, it's super important to go check her out. Hold on 1 second.
Well, my Facebook is called Digital Marketing with Steph. So that is the name, but my Facebook is just my name. Stephanie.
Okay. PH.
Let me know if you need help. I could send you my link.
I'm trying to find it on here. I'm just searching it, but send the link. So go ahead and send me the link. I'm gonna go ahead and post it.
Send it to you. Here
And then you're saying you have another account as well. You have your Pinterest as well, and that's Stephanie Sacchetti, digital marketer Pinterest. Okay. Yeah. We can definitely find you over there as well.
Here, this is my Facebook group.
Yeah. Okay. And you're sending it to me right here. I got you.
Yeah, that's my Facebook group. And then from there, you guys can just add me on Facebook.
All right. So let me go ahead and grab this real quick. So let me pull this up here. Try to make a banner for you and see if we could throw this in there. See, there we go.
Woohoo!
Let's try that. So you guys can find her on, let's see here. That's her profile for Facebook. So it's just going to be Stephanie Sacchetti. So go ahead and check her out. I know there's a lot of individuals that are, her followers that are watching her. We have YouTube. We have all kinds of people from all over the place, right, watching us live right now. But it's really important to know, if you're selling a high ticket product, to push somebody to the link and hope for the best and hope that person on the other end closes that deal for you, or, you actually start making an income, is really a bad way to do your business. That's not a business. That's a hobby. As soon as you start engaging with your audience, because you're a business owner, not you specifically, Stephanie, but everybody out there, as soon as you start engaging with your audience and your leads, become personal with them, you'll actually start seeing a lot more sales come through the door. Now, we don't market to where we're making, $100 commissions. We're high ticket affiliate marketing. So our commissions are a minimum of $1,700. So, a lot of these companies will have, their products at $2,500 plus, but you're never actually going to meet with a real person. You might meet with a salesperson and get lucky. But either way, it's the process in which a business owner has to take, at first. But either way, you guys want to check out Stephanie on her Facebook. It's right there. Super, super powerful. So another thing I want to kind of talk to you about is you live in Canada, right? Now you're in Florida. Mm-hmm. So, we have people inside the community from all over the place. Canada, Australia, United States, all those different things, right? So when you're putting your content out, do you find a lot more people from Canada, or where do you kind of target your audience at? Is it in the United States, or where do you find a balance at?
Well, to be fair, I actually looked at my analytics last night, and I have more Americans than I do Canadians, just because a lot of times when I'm having conversations with a lot of Canadian people, they're like, oh, this is not possible in Canada. And so
right.
A lot of people don't really know what is actually out there for them. So that's
why I bring that up.
And educate them. Yeah.
Right. Because I was going to bring that up because you are from Canada and you're targeting, and basically most of your content goes to the United States, because a lot of Canadians, brothers and sisters, they don't know that, hey, we can do affiliate marketing from Canada and actually make a lucrative income from home. So I want to
Exactly.
let you guys all out there know, like, we're universal. Affiliate marketing is a universal business model. And so Stephanie lives in Canada. She's in Florida now on vacation, living her life, to the fullest. So everybody out there in Canada, please take advantage. If you guys don't think there's an opportunity for you, there is. So I just want to let you know that.
That's awesome. So true. Like, I was so skeptical when I first started. I had zero idea that I could even do this in Canada, let alone myself. But when you actually take action and you're consistent and you get support and you follow like-minded people, like, this business is so beautiful and your life just keeps getting better and better.
So for a new person, would you recommend taking just a training course, or do you recommend a training course with some mentorship programs or some kind of guidance? Like what would you recommend?
For sure, mentorship, because let's say you're struggling with something, or you need help, or you need guidance, or you just need somebody to give it to you straight. You need a mentor. A mentor is what got me to where I am today. I feel supported. Even if I'm struggling, I know that I can turn to somebody and be like, hey, look, this is what's going on in my business, and I need help figuring out X, Y, and Z. And you will get that response, whether it's from your mentor, whether it's from the community that you have supporting you. And honestly, in days where you feel like, my God, my business is just taking a toll and I don't know what to do, having like-minded people, or just like friends that you've created in your community, is what is going to get you to that next level. Having support is everything, in my opinion.
Indeed. Me, I'm a construction worker, right? I didn't know anything about online marketing. I can't even type 20 words a minute still. And so I just want to let everybody know, you don't have to have all these tech skills. You don't have to have a large following. You just have to have the right strategy, the mindset, and then basically take action every day, right? Ask questions, implement, show up. And it's possible for anybody.
It
And that's
really
the truth, right? Most of our students are 9 to 5 workers, from frontline workers to some law enforcement, construction, the list goes on. So it's not limited, and we're not biased, right? So it's all about the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So the people that ask questions will have success, right? For sure. So mentorship for me, and I'm going to bring myself up a little bit because that's what transformed my life. I was struggling in the same situation, 6 months of going down the rabbit hole of YouTube and Google. I found an opportunity, the same one in a sense, but I did not pull the trigger on the upsell. I done my due diligence first because I was lucky, because I was skeptical. I thought everything was a scam. So I wanted to find out everything, right? And I met on many calls with many people. I finally met with my last mentor. And rest in peace, my mentor, Brad Schildkraut. He had passed away, but either way, my mentor showed me another way, and I basically invested with him. He told me within 30 days I'll hit 10K. Well, needless to say, I ended up hitting it in 21. It was $19,558.72, and I have it down to the number. And I hit that in 19 days because I have a mentor. Because I was tired of going down the rabbit hole of Google and not getting the help I needed, right? So Stephanie's recommending to get a mentor, and she herself is mentor ready, right? So she has the tools and the capability to actually teach you guys, how to do this business, and she has the resources to answer questions, not to send it to Google, but actually answer your questions in real time from six-figure earners. So that's the benefit, guys, of having a mentor. And people say you don't have to, it's all in one spot. You just have to go to Google and all that stuff. Don't do that. That's a waste of time. Do you want to take a bicycle to work, or do you want to take a car to work? It all depends on you. Do you want to have success in 6 months, or do you want to have it never, or 6 years? I guess it all depends, right?
Definitely.
So what's your day look like today? You're on vacation. We're going to kind of just get off business a little bit, because we already know it's successful. We already know you're a badass. All those different things, right? So let's talk about like what's going on in Stephanie's life. What's planned for today in your vacation?
Actually, today is the first day I'm going to do absolutely nothing, and I'm really excited about it because I haven't done that in a really long time, where I've just sat in the backyard and swam until I can't swim anymore. But I want to say something that yesterday I went to my first NBA game, and for you guys, you might be like, what? But like, I have been dreaming about this for so many years, and I was actually able to afford it this year. So I went.
Awesome.
And I cried the first 30 minutes, but it was the best experience of my life.
That's so great. Yeah. I've never been to an NBA game. I have only been on 2 vacations in my life. There's so many things like with yourself, right? You've
Yeah.
never done, never experienced, because you just never had the resources, the time, whatever. And that's great. That's great content right there, right? It's inspirational. I got chills because, it gave you tears because you've never been to something like that. You've always wanted to go. So
Exactly.
you're fulfilling, stuff that you want to do on your bucket list, right? It's all about living life, because that's what we don't get back is time. They keep
Exactly.
printing money, right? We can have a pandemic and they'll give us a check. We lose our job and we'll get unemployment, but time they don't give us back. So I think you've realized you found an opportunity to
Yeah,
get your time back.
exactly.
I
I
love it.
really, I'm so happy. I'm just honestly spending time with my family. Like my dad is always working, my mom's always busy, my brother doesn't live at home anymore. So it's like just being with the family and spending time with them is all I could really ask for. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to actually do it like this holiday season because
Inspirational,
it's very hard.
inspirational. And you're in the warmth. You're not in Canada. You're not, not
This beautiful
cold.
sun.
It's inspirational. Just your story alone. The money is one thing, but it's also the time with your family and all those different things, and letting people know you don't have to have tech skills. You don't have to have a large following, right? It's
Mm-mm.
possible for anybody to do this. You just have to take action.
That's exactly it. Like I'm a regular 27-year-old from Canada who teaches like I am not a nobody, but I am a somebody. But essentially just saying like anybody can do this. You just have to also believe in yourself. Like
Right.
it's
And just
it's
letting an educational advisor, a teacher, we have many teachers in our community come from programs without any kind of mentorship, and they fall flat on their face, not because they're dumb at all, because actually they're teaching us, right? They're teaching America. They know curriculums, they know how education should work and learning. And so it just shows you guys that, look into, if it's not passive income blueprints, whatever, but find yourself something that's going to work for you so you don't have the struggle, right?
absolutely
Find something that's going to relate and be, that you can connect with.
it's so true. And honestly, like I just have to say it again. The people that I've met in this community, I don't even know if I would still be here without them. Like shout out to two beautiful people, Jenny and Derek. Love them so much. They are my ride or die. Honestly, it's so nice to know that you have that support and that you can also bounce ideas off of each other. You guys can teach each other so much. You just don't know it yet. It's
100%. That's what it's all about. We go live 3 times a week in our mastermind community, and we have 4 accountability chat groups. So your questions will be answered 24/7. We have paid staff in the chat groups, 3 of them. There's 6-figure earners that obviously help. But it's real time, so you don't post in a Facebook group and wait 24 to 48 hours for your post to get approved,
yeah,
and then it gets answered maybe. Your question will get answered in real time all the time, 7 days a week. And so that's what it's all about, because your business can't wait. They didn't wait when you invested that money, right? So there's no reason why you should wait when you want the help.
exactly. I see a question. Am I allowed to answer
Yeah,
questions?
absolutely. Yeah, right here. I pop that up on there for you to answer.
Joyce asked Steph, are you keeping your teaching job? So when I started this, it was just to supplement my income because obviously we know that teachers are very underpaid and overworked. So was just for myself to make a little extra money here or there. So at first I was like, no, like there's no way I'm going to leave my job. But now that I'm like getting more invested in this, I'm like, yes, I'm going to leave my job eventually. And that would be within 3 to 5 years. I'm going to leave this job, not because I don't love it. I love my job. It's so rewarding, but this is the life that I want for myself. And now that I'm creating it, like you can't go back. And I also don't want to go back. So
Right. So, that 3 to 5 years may take, it might sum up to like 3 to 6 months,
we'll
because
see.
if you have, I was thinking, I planned myself a year to 2 years, I was going to quit my job. Well, needless to say, I quit my job in 6 months because of the success I had by the mentorship I had. And then within 4 months after that, my wife retired her job. Right. So don't think you're going to, unless you want to do it for another 3 years, just let you know that it could be possible before that too.
That's very true. I just say that because like I really do love my job and
Mm-hmm.
like I get up in the morning, I'm excited to see my kids and make a difference in their life. But like, yeah, that's a goal and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because some people do love their careers, they truly do.
Yeah,
And then, sometimes they don't realize how much they do not like them when they start, realizing how much time and freedom they can actually have back. But, your kids are your kids. You teach them, they're your students, right? You kind of grow a bond. It's a
that's very
community,
true.
right? Like a family.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have a lot of people over here. If there's any questions for Steph, let's go ahead and ask them now. And just go ahead and drop them in there. If you guys are catching this on the live, #live replay, same thing, replay. If I found value in this, for sure, #value. If there's any questions whatsoever, please ask them. Steph is just a normal individual, a teacher, right? Just like we all are. So we just wanted to bring that to the table today. I want to have a different feel for this little podcast we have going on here. It's about our stories and inspiration, right? And letting people know normal people could do it, without having to copy and paste other people's content and feel like a counterfeit.
100%. That's what got me here.
He said, yeah, but you hated yours. Yeah, I did hate my job. I was gone all the time in construction. He was like, I did hate my job. I wanted something else. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So much value. So much value.
Well, that's
so much
cool.
value. Just got my blueprints. So you just got your blueprints to LM, I'm thinking, or maybe it could be us. I'm not sure. We have so many people come in all the time. I don't recognize all the names, but if you did struggle, or if you do struggle with the blueprints, be sure to reach out to us, questions, and get some help. I think I might have frozen, broke up a little bit, but if you just got.
Oh, I think I'm breaking up.
Your blueprints, congratulations. Stay consistent. I think I'm keep going. Let me see here. All right, what's your number one tip for beginners, Steph?
Oof. That's rough because there's so many ways I can go about saying something, but honestly, I know I sound like a broken record, but just be yourself. Because at the end of the day, if let's say you're promoting a product and you're focusing on the features and the product itself and everything, and let's say that business no longer gives value to you, or you want to move away from it. When you move away from it, you're going to have nothing but all of the things you were talking about of that product and that company. No one's going to know about you. No one's going to know about why you started. No one's going to know about why they should even listen to you and take the information that you're giving them. So that's why it's so important to brand yourself. And I'm honestly saying this because I knew it was important, but until Barb came in to Passive Income Blueprints, I think I got a really big knock to the face and okay, this is legit. You really need to brand yourself, because with branding yourself, you can take all these high income skills and you can venture off into any business that you really want. So stop focusing on the features and stop focusing on everything about the product or whatever it is that you're promoting, and promote yourself. Because like Eric said, people buy from people. So show yourself, show a little bit about your life, just be your authentic self. So I think that would be my number one tip for beginners. I think I might have cut off. I have no idea.
Yeah, we did a little bit. I'm not sure. We have a storm coming through, so it might be my end, might be your end. Either way, people love the value. So continue. Barb McGowan is awesome. That's what you were saying. I know that.
Love her.
She's awesome. Replay. Steph, are you keeping your teaching job? Yes, let me see. Let's see, we got some more questions here. Okay, here you go.
What do you see the best activity? Oh, that's a really good question. So Joyce said, where do you see the best activity? Which social media platform? TikTok. This is a tricky question because when I first started, TikTok was the it platform. It was ever growing. It was easy to blow up. It was easy to get followers, but not so much right now. I would probably start shifting towards Facebook Reels and everything. I'm still a complete beginner. So I'm getting there, but
you're right on track.
Currently, social media platform of choice, I still love TikTok, and I find it's really it's not easy, but I'm comfortable with the features, and I like to make videos and whatnot. But I'm seeing that Facebook is really growing. So if you have the opportunity now to hop on Facebook, do so. Hop on Facebook, create your group, post to Reels. I also am not super familiar with YouTube, but that's something that I would love to get myself into, making long form content, because I know that YouTube is doing really well also. But personally, my choice would be Facebook and TikTok.
Absolutely. And even if TikTok, I got no more traction on TikTok, I would still use that platform to build my content on, because we could just repurpose it, right? Take the watermark off, and just I found TikTok being the most user friendly and have the most features in one spot, minus CapCut. But yeah, absolutely. Great answer on that for sure. Let me see here. Yes, absolutely. She says, thank you.
No problem.
I heard you well the whole time Eric was frozen. Yeah, so it might be my end. I gotta really fix this up, but yeah. So apologize about that, Brian. We'll get the weather I can't control. The internet in the 2,500
Oh my goodness.
population. Like we don't have the best internet here anyway. All right, here's another one from Sang.
Ooh, interesting. What kind of educational content works best for you? Huh. Ooh, this is a hard question. Um, the content of showing people how to do something. So let's say you're talking about how to start affiliate marketing, or how to DM somebody, or how to create content. Like giving them the steps of how to do it is what I find the best kind of content that works for me, just because you're giving them the steps. You're giving them an outline and you're painting the picture of what they need to do to get from A to B. So I
Gotcha.
feel like the steps and all that stuff, like not just saying you can or you will, but giving them concrete steps that
Like
they can
how to's, right?
exactly how to.
Providing some value in your content is super, super important. So the educational content is how to's
Yeah.
and walkthroughs, right? If you didn't know, here's how you do it, kind of thing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Here's another one from Facebook user. And if I can't see your guys's, it says Facebook user. If you ask a question inside of the description in the live, it'll say go to streamyard.com/Facebook and you just have to register your name so I can see you on side of here. But either way, Facebook user says, you mentioned Pinterest. How's that working for you?
You know what's crazy? I actually thought Pinterest was just, like an aimless thing that you go search, but it's such a huge, like it's like a Google, for example.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people go to Pinterest to find things that they're looking for, or find problems that they're having, find solutions to problems they're having. So Pinterest is actually going really well. I feel like people underestimate Pinterest a lot as well. I haven't posted, honestly, I'm going to tell you, I haven't posted in the past 2 months, but my profile is still growing and I haven't done anything besides check. I've gotten DMs, I've gotten followers, but it's not so difficult to leverage, but it's also that the content you're posting is not going to be similar exactly to like TikTok, for example.
Right.
3-minute videos don't do so well on Pinterest. It's more short form, really educational, how to walkthroughs, stuff like that, instead of a lot of long form content. So that's something that you do have to keep in mind when you are posting to Pinterest. You have to work for Pinterest. Whatever's going to work for Pinterest, that's the kind of content you should be posting there. But yeah,
absolutely.
it's really well.
I found like a lot more women are on Pinterest. So it's, if you're a woman, we actually, she doesn't like passive income blueprints anymore, but we help create a Pinterest coach. And that was her ideal thing. She wanted to become a Pinterest coach, but she through her research, I discovered, Pinterest is a lot of women on there. So if you are a women entrepreneur or influencer or whatever, not saying that men can't do it, but I see a lot of traction on there because women go to Pinterest to find recipes and they find, the dresses that fit or whatever else they want to look on Pinterest for, or how to's, right?
Yes.
So yeah, super, super great value there. Love it.
Yeah.
Long flag, PR. Do you promote, let me see here. Do you promote more than one product?
Of course I do. I'm an affiliate for multiple products. So let's just give you an example, like Aweber, Group Leads, ClickFunnels. These are things I don't necessarily fully talk about constantly, but they're in my back end, like they're in my emails. They're in, like, if I'm talking to somebody, I see somebody struggling or whatnot, like through the DMs, phone calls, discovery calls. Those are other ways that you can also promote your product instead of just solely focusing and pushing. Like, let's say I were to make a TikTok, I'm not just going to solely talk about my one product. I'm going to have multiples within that help like my business, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm doing a high ticket affiliate marketing. I'm promoting high ticket affiliate marketing, but within that niche, I also have other little things that I am an affiliate for, which really do help because so many people ask you for your help or just need other way. Like, for example, I used to be with ClickFunnels. Too expensive for me. So I went to System.io. I learned it really well and I'm promoting that. So there's so many other things that you can be, like companies that you can be an affiliate for on the back end, or even if you want to have multiple TikToks or whatnot. But one thing I do want to say is that if you are promoting a lot of high tickets, don't all put it all on one TikTok. You need to have separate platforms for that, because your audience will be super confused and you won't really have a targeted audience that you're trying to define. It's going to be all over the place. So yes,
Beautiful.
promote more than one product, but just I suggest making yourself different like accounts for that.
And if there are people out there that want to do a wealth niche and say a health niche, get good at one first.
Yes.
Right. Maximize, double down on that one first, and then you could diversify. But yeah, great advice for sure. And then, we all have, as affiliate marketers, I have 11 streams of income, and you have several as well. So everything that I come in contact with, I try to become an affiliate for, and it doesn't always pertain to my niche. Like, with our belts that we give away, yours, I'm still waiting on yours. I don't know what Canada's.
Okay. I'm not told. Maybe it's actually there. I have no idea. Maybe
it might be there now. But either way, like for those belts, I'm an affiliate for those as well. So if there's anybody that wants an award, you can become an affiliate for them. So it doesn't always have to pertain to your niche. Once you start building an audience, people ask you random questions. Hey, can you get this, or do you have that? And if I don't, I'll just go become an affiliate for it and then sell it to them.
Oh, for example, like I'm a teacher, I'm an affiliate for one, like Teachers Pay Teachers and stuff like that. Like I found a way to take my actual job and become an affiliate for other things, which I didn't know was possible before all of this. So it's awesome. It really is.
Absolutely. All right, here. What's the name of the group you are using instead of ClickFunnels?
It's called System.io. I honestly do love ClickFunnels. Like the features are fantastic. The what is it called? Customer service is great as well. The only reason I did switch is because I am Canadian, so I'm spending more than the Americans. It's $97 a month for Americans. For me, it was like over $130, and I couldn't justify that. So I decided, just for the time being, while I can, I'm going to switch over, save myself money where I can. And I found that, like, for myself, it was it was a great investment, because I'm also an affiliate for them as well. But
Yes.
yeah, I mean, like, you can check out which system works for you. Not everybody's going to want to have a free one. They might want to pay a little extra to have better features, but whatever works best for you, honestly.
100%. Great advice. Yeah. So when you're looking into platforms, if you obviously can afford the platforms, you get what you pay for. Customer service is really huge in this industry, because some things do fail. And if you can get on the phone with somebody, even with your business, if you just invest with somebody and you have a problem in your business, you expect customer service, right? Yeah. Just like if we were going to Walmart and you do a return, you want customer service. Just like if you had a question about your business and you go to your Facebook group, you want customer service. So either way, but Systems.io is the best alternate I could think of to ClickFunnels for the money, right? But also remember too, if you're paying out that money in Canadian, you're also going to get that much money back more because you're on your commission. So it kind of balances it way out eventually.
It's true.
So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put your handles back up. Okay. Please go follow Stephanie, textbook marketer. You guys get it, textbook, because she's a teacher. Textbook marketer on TikTok. You guys can follow her there for sure. And you can also find her on Pinterest at Stephanie Sacchetti, digital marketer on Pinterest. And then Instagram as well at affiliate teacher Steph on Instagram. So she's diversified. She started with us 90 days ago. She didn't have really money in her, any commissions. Nope. Now she's over $20,000 in revenue. So just to show you, find the right program, find the right strategy, implement each day, and you yourself can actually have success, right? And not just have one platform, because people get scared. I don't want to work on 3, but you know what? You're taking all your content from TikTok and you're just putting it here and here, and in your Facebook group, right? So you're just double downing on your stuff, right? I love it. I love it, guys. So go ahead, and Stephanie, go ahead and take us out, with whatever you want to say to the crowd, the audience. Please follow Stephanie on all of her social media accounts. You'll see this replay in the Facebook groups and all that stuff, and on YouTube. Be sure to follow her. If you guys connect with Stephanie, please connect with Stephanie. She's an awesome person. She'll answer your questions. So go ahead, Stephanie, take us out, and then we'll just go ahead and wrap it up.
I just want to say thank you first and foremost for allowing me to come on the show. Like, I'm so honored, honestly, to be talking to you and just to have a conversation and tell everybody about my story. And honestly, I always think about this, like, what is something that I want to leave somebody or leave everybody with? But all I can say is, like, I was once in your position. I know what it feels like to not have the money, to not have the time, to always trying to find the best next shiny thing that comes by. But from watching from the sidelines, like, it's not going to do you any good. If you want something so bad in life, and like I said, I know it's cheesy, but if you don't go for it and if you don't take action, it's going to be very difficult for you to actually see that success and whatever success means to you. So jump off that fence. You're not going to be alone. You have me, you have the support of everybody around you, and it's freaking capable. Like, I am actually still in disbelief that I'm sitting right here having a conversation with Eric. Like, I didn't know that this was possible until I actually tried. And trying without giving up, because you're going to face hurdles. It's going to be shitty some days, and some days you're going to be like, why did I do this to myself? But it will all be okay, because you're going to get over it. You're going to keep moving forward, and you're going to kick ass.
100%.
So I believe in you.
Love it. She believes in you. So do we. Right. So follow Steph over on her social media accounts, TikTok. Please go follow her. If there's any questions, please drop them in the comments, the chat. She's in the Facebook group community, so she'll see them as well, and she can respond back to them accordingly.
Definitely.
But either way, we'll be here again on Tuesday, every Tuesday and Thursday, 11 o'clock Eastern, to bring another star student on. And typically the students that we have on are people that struggled in the past and, figured it out finally with a strategy. But other than that, if you guys want to be inspired, see you guys on Tuesday. All right, Steph, you have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too.
You're
Bye.
right. All right, guys. So thank you so much for showing up today in our little podcast we have going on with the G.O.A.T Show. It's episode number 4. We had some technical errors with the service or whatever, the internet, but either way, the value is there. We got the message across. It's not all about, bashing other companies or anything like that. It's just about telling your story. And if you're feeling some kind of way about something, let that be known, right? It's because there's a lot of people out there that are probably experiencing the same thing. Other than that, we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will have a text reminder coming up probably next Tuesday. So if you guys will get text updates accordingly to when we have the show. But other than that, guys, have a blessed weekend. It's Thursday. We're going to be crushing it this Friday. I hope to see you guys in the community. If you want more information on what we do here at Passive Income Blueprints and you want to get started with the G.O.A.T family, you want to actually have a strategy, backed by a community to help you out 100%, 3 6-figure coaches, 24-hour access, lifetime coaching, please drop a comment. We'll reach out back to you. We'll give you more information. We're looking for serious people that want to take action in their lives. All right. If you're struggling with anything else, if you can't figure out how to put the pieces together, my name is Eric Forner, Passive Income Blueprints, and I'm out. Have a blessed day.